Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will talk about the second type of biomolecule, that is your proteins. The name is derived from Greek language or Latin language, where proteose means of prime importance. So these are the molecules having prime importance. In our body, more than 80,000 types of proteins are present. More than 80,000 types of proteins are there. Some are involved in providing structure, like in bones, like in hairs, like in nails. Some are involved as a catalyst for biological reactions. Enzymes, which helps in digestion. Few are involved in transportation of gases, like hemoglobin, which transports oxygen gas and carbon dioxide gas. So these are the biomolecules having prime importance. We cannot imagine life without proteins. So what are proteins? Proteins are the biopolymers of alpha amino acids. Proteins are the polymers. As they are present in living beings, that's why they are also called biopolymers. And what is the monomeric unit? Monomeric unit here is alpha amino acids. Alpha amino acids joins with alpha amino acids, joins with alpha amino acid, joins with alpha amino acid by peptide bond or amide linkage, and we obtain protein by polymerization reaction. So when alpha amino acids undergo polymerization, then we obtain proteins. So here, concept of alpha amino acid is important. But before we talk about alpha amino acid, let us talk first about amino acids. What are amino acids? Amino acids are the organic compounds in which carboxylic acid group as well as amino group, that is your NH2 group, both are present. That's why the name is like that. Amino acids. Amino stands for NH2 group and acid stands for C double bond OH group. So these are the organic compounds, or these are the monomers which contains carboxylic acid group as well as amino group, that is your NH2 group. Now then comes their classification. So here is the classification of amino acids. There are two types of classification of amino acids. Number one, on the basis of number of NH2 and COH groups present. How many NH2 group and C double bond OH groups are there? Based on this, the amino acids are classified into three types: acidic amino acids, second one is your basic amino acids, and third one is your neutral amino acid. Acidic amino acid. When number of C double bond to OH group is more than NH2 group, then acidic group will be more than basic group. COH group exhibit acidic property, NH2 group exhibit basic property. So as the number of COH group is more than NH2 group, so amino acid will exhibit acidic property, and that's why these are called acidic amino acids. Example is glutamic acid. Then we have next type, basic amino acids. Number of NH2 group is more than C double bond to OH group. Basic group are more than acidic group. So they will exhibit basic property. That's why they are called basic amino acids. Example is lysine. Then we have last type, third type, neutral amino acids. Number of acidic group will be equal to number of basic group. So it becomes neutral. So third one is your neutral amino acids. Example is glycine. Remember, glycine is the simplest amino acids containing 2 carbon. After 2 carbon, 1 carbon is the form of C double bond OH group, and on second carbon we are having NH2 group. It is your alpha carbon atom. If you remember, the carbon atom to which functional group is attached is called alpha carbon atom, and NH2 group when present on alpha carbon atom is called alpha amino acid. So glycine is the simplest alpha amino acid, or we can say it is the first alpha amino acid. Remember, all proteins on hydrolysis produces alpha amino acids. That's why it is written here, these are the biopolymers of alpha amino acids. Only alpha amino acids are utilized in formation of proteins in our body or outside the body. Then comes the next classification on the basis of synthesis. 2 types, essential amino acids, and second one is your non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids. The amino acids which are not prepared in our body, which are not synthesized in our body and should be consumed from outside in the diet, is called essential amino acids. If these alpha amino acids or amino acids are not taken, then required protein will not form in our body and we will suffer from protein energy malnutrition. So essential amino acids, these are not synthesized in our body and should be consumed in diet. So that is a requirement of, that is a need of balanced diet. Then we have non-essential amino acids. The amino acids which are synthesized in our body. If you are consuming from outside, it doesn't matter. But these are prepared in our body. These are synthesized in our body. So these amino acids deficiency, first of all, deficiency will never take place because these are synthesized in our body. So they will not cause protein energy malnutrition. Example of essential amino acid, lysine and valine. Example of non-essential amino acids is glycine. The simplest one is your non-essential. Then we have number third, on the basis of relative position of NH2 group. The NH2 group can be present on alpha carbon, beta carbon, gamma carbon, delta carbon. Based on this can be classified as alpha amino acids if NH2 group is there over alpha carbon atom. Carbon which is next to C double bond to OH group. It can be on beta carbon atom. So here is your NH2 group. It is NH2. So this is your beta carbon atom. So amino acid will be your beta amino acids. Similarly, it will be gamma and delta and so on. Remember, beta, gamma, delta. These amino acids have no role in the formation of proteins. Only alpha amino acids are utilized in formation of protein. So here, about the alpha amino acids, it is your first simplest alpha amino acid. That is your glycine containing 2 carbon atom and NH2 group is there over alpha carbon atom. This carbon is not chiral because this carbon is having 2 similar H atoms or groups. So the first member or the simplest member of alpha amino acid is not optically active, while rest all other alpha amino acids are optically active in nature. Let us talk about the second member of alpha amino acid, where we are having 3 carbon atoms. One more carbon atom is attached with this carbon. Having 3 carbon, NH2 is there on alpha carbon. You can see carbon bonded to COH, carbon bonded to H, carbon bonded to CH3, carbon bonded to NH2. It is alanine. This carbon is chiral in nature, chiral carbon. So this is optically active in nature. So the simplest member or the first member is optically inactive, while rest all other alpha amino acids are optically active in nature. One more point here, important. Only 20 types of alpha amino acids are involved in protein formation, are involved in protein synthesis. Then comes the properties of alpha amino acids. Remember, these are colorless, these are crystalline solids, and highly soluble in water. In aqueous state, the alpha amino acids exist in the form of salt. Means plus and minus will be there. What happens? Here we are having NH2 group, that is your basic group, having lone pair of electron, can accept H plus ion. So H from carboxylic acid, that is the acidic H, migrates to NH2 group, giving you CO minus and NH3 plus. Minus and plus are developed. We are getting dipolar ion. Plus and minus are there. We are getting dipolar ion. This dipolar ion is called Zwitter ion. It is formed in aqueous state. So remember, in presence of water, the alpha amino acids exist in the form of Zwitter ion. This is all about alpha amino acids. In next lecture, we will talk about structures of protein. Thank you and have a good day.